The Landsmeet is over, and a new ruler has been chosen. Alistair has the throne, and Loghain has been executed for his crimes. Ferelden now stands united against the Blight. Alistair has chosen to follow you for now, and will be crowned only when the Darkspawn are defeated. Hello, my name is Mike, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Last time, we did the thing that loading screen just said. We did the Landsmeet, and it turned out okay, I think. Loghain was executed, and Alistair became king, and Honora is no longer the queen. She has been imprisoned in a tower, although I still think we should have executed her. I still think that's probably the best thing we can do, because she is very conniving, and I'm sure that if we let her live, she's gonna find some way to steal the throne. But apparently Alistair wants to be merciful, so yeah, Honora's gonna live. We'll see if Arl Eamon has anything to say. Maybe Alistair, although Alistair was not too keen on the events that transpired. He seemed to be very hostile about it. But I think he'll be okay. I think he'll grow to love being king. Where's Arl Eamon? Is he even here anymore? Poochie, have you seen Arl Eamon? No, he just barks and wags his tail. Morrigan? Nothing. Sten?
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do.
I like your pragmatic mind.
As you wish.
Ooh, is this an actual chessboard down here? No, it's just that weird 10 by 10 grid with matching pieces, like checkers or something. I don't know. Alright, never mind. Let's, I guess, stop by the party camp one last time, and I'll outfit everyone with the best armor and equipment they can get. And then we'll... yeah, this is it, the final battle. Alright, I'll talk to everybody one last time, but first let me outfit everybody with the best armor I can give them. I should probably... I don't know if I should either switch to robes and focus on my magic, or switch to armor so I can actually stand up to a fight. Because this kind of thing where I did it kind of half and half, it did not work against Loghain, so it's probably not for the best. I should probably... hold on, let me try and do something quickly. There, I've got some really heavy armor now, so let's try and cast fire. And see how long it takes to rejuvenate that. It's a moderate amount of time. Not terrible, but it could be worse, I suppose. Heal? Ah, yeah, even with that heavy armor, heal is still recovering pretty quickly. Okay, I think I'm going to switch over to... I'm going to switch over to some really heavy armor. Obviously, less fatigue is better, but I want something that gives me lots of armor. I need a lot of armor, I think. I think it would be appropriate if Alistair wore Kaelin's armor into battle. He's got Starfang. That's a decent weapon, I think. Kaelin's gauntlets, breastplate, greaves, and also... yeah, I'll put the helmet on you. Nah, I don't like the helmet. Never mind. We're just not going to wear helmets. And, yeah, let's see who else needs more armor. Yeah, load it on me. Load me down with armor. Hold on. Why is Oghren allowed to wear senior enchanter's robes? That looks silly. No. He gets proper armor like the warrior he is. Let's get some... that looks really cool, but it's not very strong. Let's find some better stuff for you. Superior dragon skin armor. It looks a little silly on you, but I think it's the best armor you're going to get. I can make Sten wear the senior enchanter's robes as well. So you're wearing the dwarven heavy armor right now. Let's put this on. Yep, that looks incredibly inappropriate for someone who hates mages. Let's go ahead and put that armor back on. Okay. You know what? I think I look pretty good in this armor. Let's just try one more time to cast fire. Yeah, it takes a while for the fire to recover, but I think it's not bad. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's a good trade-off. A little longer to cast spells, but a lot more damage protection. That'll definitely allow me to charge in with my flaming sword and do a lot of damage. How are you feeling, Zevran?
Your wish?
I wish that we win this battle. Well, Zevran, this might be the last opportunity for you to tell me about that last mission. Do you feel like sharing?
Yes, I suppose it is time. You have been a good friend to me after all. There is no reason to be silent. There is a reason I accepted this mission in Ferelden, far away from home, and it had nothing to do with any thought that I might leave the crows. Meeting you, after all, was quite an accident. My last mission before this one did not end well.
We've all had bad days, some worse than others.
You must realize that until that day I was cocky and arrogant. I was the best crow in Antiva, I believed. and I bragged of my conquests often, both as an assassin and lover.
And how has that changed?
Indeed. I was often told I was insufferable, right before I ended up in bed with someone. Such is how it was. One of the Crow Masters grew tired of my boasting. My bid for an incredibly difficult mark was accepted, much to my surprise. A wealthy merchant with many guards and completely silent. Taliesin agreed to be part of my team, as well as an elven lass named Rina. She was a marvel, tough, smooth, wicked, eyes that gleamed like justice. Everything I thought I desired.
I sense a tragic ending.
Rina was special. I had closed off my heart, I thought, but she touched something within me. It frightened me. When Taliesin revealed to me that Rina had accepted a bribe from the merchant, told him of our plan, I readily agreed that she needed to pay the price and allowed Taliesin to kill her. Rina begged me not to. On her knees, with tears in her eyes, she told me that she loved me and had not betrayed us. I laughed in her face and said that even if it were true, I didn't care.
But I can tell that wasn't true.
I convinced myself it was. Taliesin cut her throat, and I watched her bleed as she stared up at me. I spat on her for betraying the crows. When Taliesin and I finally assassinated the merchant, we found the true source of his information. Rina had not betrayed us, after all.
That is terrible.
I wanted to tell the crows what we had done, our mistake. Taliesin convinced me not to. He said it would be a foolish waste. So we reported that Rina had died in the attempt. We needn't have bothered. The crows knew what we had done. The master who disliked me told me so to my face. He said the crows knew, and they didn't care. And one day, my turn would come.
Yeah, alright. Seems like a pretty stupid master who would tell you that to your face. Is there any reason in particular he decided to say that?
To rub it in my face, perhaps. That I was nothing. That she was nothing. You once asked why I wanted to leave the crows. In truth, what I wanted was to die. What better way than to throw myself at one of the fabled Grey Wardens? And then, this happened. And here I am.
Well, I apologize for sparing you. I suppose I shouldn't be so callous. This is a very terrible story he's telling me.
It feels good to speak of it to someone. I swore I never would. Whatever it is I sought by leaving Antiva, I think I have found it. I owe you a great deal.
Well, I'm just happy to have you with us.
Let us return to your mission, shall we? Suddenly, I do not feel like standing about.
Wow, quite the bombshell. Quite a terrible, terrible backstory. But I suppose that's in our past and we can't do anything about it. All we can do is learn from our mistakes. Speaking of learning from our mistakes, Alistair, you're going to be king. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to get used to learning from your mistakes.
The stars are out.
Indeed they are. There is great beauty to be found in this world. Go help Alistair make supper. Get in the kitchen. What a... No. There is still beauty to be found in this world.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the Blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally. Their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
Never heard that story.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea, that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star.
Wow.
The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
That sounds incredibly silly, but not much sillier than, ancient Greek mythology, so yeah, I suppose it's a beautiful story.
This story is one of my favorites, a tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
I don't know, you want to find out?
I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
Why is it a surprise?
I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places.
Well, I've got responsibilities. I can't follow my heart on a whim. I'm a Grey Warden, one of the 2 remaining in Ferelden. And depending on how this Blight goes, yeah, I might be the last one, or I might be the penultimate one, and Alistair might be left alive. Alistair might be the king and sole remaining Grey Warden after this is all said and done. Alright, let's trade some wares.
Ah, fancy meeting you here.
What?
I heard rumours that Redcliffe was once again open for business, but my word, isn't this amazing? Such bustle. The Earl has kindly offered my son and I lodgings in exchange for supplies. I'm happy to help him. And you too, of course. If you have need of my wares, you have but to ask.
Oh, that was very kind of him. Although I don't know why you would be surprised to meet me here. You've been following me the entirety of the game. Let's see if you've got anything that I could use for this final battle. Tome of Arcane Techniques, yes. I will purchase that. Well, I don't think I can ask her about her grimoire, so let's just ask one more time. Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
I can see that you're evading my question. You're cute when you're being evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Actually, Alistair never became a Templar. I don't know if you've talked to him about that, but yes. Yeah, I suspect I should feel sorry for the Templars, considering Flemeth is a giant dragon.
They came with as much swagger and arrogance as they did self-righteousness. Pity them if you wish, for they held none for us. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Wow. And did you kill any of them, or did Flemeth do all of the dirty work?
Me? No, I never did any of the killing, until later. And even then, Flemeth was a glutton for that sort of thing. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Do you regret hurting any of those men at all?
Would they have regretted hurting me? I was a young child. Yet do you think they would not have gleefully held my head aloft as a trophy? There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
I can see how you would have that point of view considering your upbringing, but it depends on the situation, I suppose.
An interesting answer for a mage. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Yes, I am indeed a mage. A little bit of disapproval from Morrigan, that's fine. Ooh, I got a skill, did I? Not sure what skill I got from her plot. Minor magic. Okay, so maybe I have inspired her with my leadership, and she has a minor bonus to magic. Interesting. That's very weird. Looks like talking to my teammates is increasing their combat prowess, which is an interesting way of doing it. Let's drop off a few more supplies, and I think we're done here. I'm not sure if this is going to make a difference in the final battle, but let's go ahead and drop off the rest of my gold. There. I'm flat broke, but hopefully my armies will do better.
You'll have the best equipped force since, well, ever.
I would hope so. I have given you about $1 billion, or I guess at least 100 gold sovereigns, so yes, it should be a very effective fighting force.
You witnessed the rarest of things, Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden.
Did you need anything? I hope not, because I've already sold a bunch of stuff.
We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better.
Gloves?
Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
I usually just sell those, so I don't have a whole lot on me, honestly. Let's see, I can purchase some death root, and let's purchase all of the death root from this dwarf in my camp, as well as some deep mushrooms and some elf root. Let's turn in the crafting materials for the Dalish. Give all elf fruits, and deep mushrooms, and all death roots. That's all I can do for the elves.
We will make good use of what you have brought us, Warden.
Here's hoping you will. It's time for the final battle, and I think I've equipped everyone with the best armor and equipment that they can get, so it's time. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'd like to enchant a couple more weapons, but I don't have any more runes, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Andraste's Grace, I got another one of those flowers. I'm sure Liliana would like that.
Oh, how dear of you.
And
Thank you so much.
a map of Ferelden. Who would be interested in that? Well, Shale is the only one who's not enamored with me completely, so have this map of Ferelden.
I'm to keep this, am I?
Yes.
Fine.
And I got a couple of dog bones, too. Where are you, Poochie? There you are. Here you go, Poochie. Have an ox bone. And a veal bone. There you go. Okay. It is time. Oh, hold on. Before I do that, let me level up. I have a level up here. I should probably make sure all of my other characters are leveled up as well. And let's put more points into Arcane Warrior, because I am now an Arcane Warrior. So, additional bonuses to attack, defense, and damage. Yes! I can level up nobody else at this point. Poochie can level up, sure. 15. I should probably be putting points into his. Yeah, let's level him up. Bunch more strength, bunch more constitution. One more person left. The person I have been neglecting the most. Sten! Let's level you up. 30 points for attributes. Let's see. More strength, and a bunch more constitution as well. And go ahead and be a berserker. Go for it. Alright, let's test this out. I can increase my combat magic and my shimmering shield.
I'll get on it.
Spell shield. 75% chance of being absorbed into the fade, so magic barely affects me. And arcane shield. So I've got a bunch of defensive modifiers. And yeah, it's going to be a flaming sword, and I'm going to be trying to negate a lot of damage. I'm just going to be the tank. I have gone from being a mage who stays in the back and casts spells to being the party's dedicated tank. So this is going to be fun. And I'll also cast haste on everybody.
Now's better than later.
Yeah, my mana has been almost completely depleted, but I've got so many buffs being applied right now. Super strength, super speed, and an incredibly high amount of defense. This is going to be really fun. This combat is really not my cup of tea, but I think this is as good as it's going to get. It's almost like at the point of being broken in terms of ridiculousness. Alright, seeing as how I am the... Oh, even my character's icon has been updated, so I've got my armor there too. I really do look the part of a Grey Warden now, don't I? Alright, final battle. We'll bring Alistair.
Yes.
We're gonna need at least one rogue, I think. Liliana?
Indeed.
And yeah, we'll go with Gwyn, of course.
Yes.
And even with all of these bonuses, I can still cast healing magic, although if I want to revive anybody, I'm going to have to take off some of my buffs, but this is impressive. I'm a very impressive warrior now, I think. Alright, we're going to make our way to... Where are we going? The Redcliffe Village. Going to Redcliffe Village, heading to the final battle now.
It's you! The Grey Warden!
Yes, it is!
Andraste's mercy that you got here when you did. I thought for sure these monsters were going to get me.
The Darkspawn have arrived?
Just a few hours ago. Not that long after everyone was evacuated to the castle. I thought I could make it to my home and back before they got here. But it took me too long to get down here. What a relief you arrived.
Yeah, you should probably get to safety. Or, join the party, because we've got quite a lot of very strong warriors.
I'm going to get out of here before any more of those things arrive. Thank you again.
Alright, team. Here it is. Everyone equip your flaming weapons.
Got it.
I'm not sure if Liliana's bow is covered in flaming arrows. Doesn't look like it, but Alistair and I have flaming swords, and yes, my dog is on fire. So here we go, final battle.
Creatures.
Oh my god, I am just tanking everything.
I'm sorry, am I too quick for you?
Let's go, Alistair. They can't stand a chance.
No chance at all.
Really, that's incredibly accurate. They have no chance at all. Kill them all! Let the Maker sort them out! Good? Are there... Yep, we're good over here. It's pretty much going to be a gauntlet. We're just going to carve our way through hundreds of Darkspawn, and I think we'll be able to take them out. Yeah, they keep going down in 1 or 2 hits. It's beautiful. And they can't do any damage to me because I'm just tanking everything. Down goes the first ogre. Let's protect Win. We can't let our healer go down. Herlock Archer. And the second one. Not a real problem, really. And the third one. Bam! And I leveled up again? Well, let's go ahead and unlock the final Arcane Warrior. Fade Shroud. I now exist partly in the physical realm, and I guess partly in the Fade. So, a bonus to mana regeneration. Well, I don't think that's going to be a thing. But a chance to avoid attacks. Yes, tank even harder. I am now an Archmage, I guess, because I'm level 20. I think that's the level max. I think I capped out there. Redcliffe Castle is surrounded. Defeat the Darkspawn and save Redcliffe. Alright, gang, we're heading to Redcliffe Castle. Let's go. So, what's the best way into the castle? Do we have to go through the windmill area again? Nope, that is locked off. Ooh. Oh, yep, Darkspawn have been through here. Corpse. What do you have on him? Deep Mushroom. And this one, Silver Chalice. Well, don't think that's going to help us.
Darkspawn. Kill them all.
Yes, indeed. Let's kill them all. Hey.
Got it.
Down goes this one. Yeah, I'm taking down grunts in 1 hit. And this mage over here, this emissary.
Got it.
Oh, didn't take you down in 1 hit. Don't worry. Couple swings and you'll go down. You guys are just killing him before I even have the opportunity. You guys are way too efficient. I want to get a couple kills too. Oh, that's a Redcliffe soldier. He's on our side. And here we have Herlock Alpha.
So you can get off my back.
And down he goes. Dead at my feet. The pathetic wretch he is. And I just robbed him too, adding insult to injury. Is there more coming from the bridge? Indeed there is! Another ogre? Not a problem. Ooh, this is an ogre alpha. That might be a little more tricky. Oh god, he's grabbed a soldier. Take down the alpha before he kills that soldier if we can make it happen. Yeah, we stunned him. Down he goes. We saved that soldier's life. We've done a good thing here. Now I think that...
My lord!
Yes.
You're here. Thank goodness.
Where is Arl Eamon?
He's inside with Riordan of the Grey Wardens, who arrived this morning just ahead of the Darkspawn. I was told he has urgent news and to send out patrols to watch for your arrival. Then we were attacked.
Well, I'm here now. Take me inside. There must be no more delays.
I should take you to the hall right away, my lord. They'll be waiting for you there.
So far, this has been a pretty intense final fight, but nothing we can't handle, especially now that I figured out how to just make my character a mage tank, which is not something you see very often.
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Alistair. Or should I say your majesty?
No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet, anyway.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerim. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
What? Are we sure about that? I mean, if that's true.
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain.
Not sure why they would attack Denerim. I guess they just don't need a reason. They'd attack everything. I like your armor, Arl Eamon. That is like some really crimson red armor, and I think it looks really good on you. I'm gonna wear it. You want to trade? Let's trade armor. Does Denerim know that the Blight is headed toward them?
Word has been sent, but they need more than warning. They need our armies.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself. The dragon is at the head of the Horde.
Make her preserve us.
But we can't reach Denerim within 2 days, can we? It's too far.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerim must be defended at all costs.
I've got 4 options here, and 3 of them are pretty negative. So let's just say the Archdemon is what's important. We need to cut off the head of the snake.
And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march, and hope the army we've collected here gives us the chance we need. Arl Eamon, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak.
Then let's get them ready. I won't let all those people die without giving them a chance.
Yes, we're off to war. Let's do it.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
That would be appreciated.
Then if you and Alistair could meet me before you retire, we have Grey Warden business to discuss.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
Oh, okay, so we're just gonna go to bed. And I guess we'll leave at first daybreak. Lord Tegan! Ban Tegan made it!
And now Denerim is under assault by the Darkspawn. The death toll will be staggering.
Yeah.
I wish you luck, Grey Warden, for all our sakes.
We need to get there and minimize the amount of casualties.
I suppose it remains to be seen what sort of king Alistair will make. Personally, I think the lad will do far better than he believes. He is Merrick's son, whether he sees it or not. He has a good heart. I can think of no better qualification.
Well, just having a good heart isn't good enough to be king, but I agree, Alistair will probably do better than he thinks he will. Shouldn't Alistair be staying here?
He insists on going. How can I say no? I am uneasy with the danger he puts himself in by accompanying you. I ask myself if he does not conspire to leave the throne to Honora after all. But Alistair knows his duty. He will do what is best. Right now, he believes that is assisting you in contacting your allies.
Speaking of which, are there any other allies we can use? Is this not the final battle? Do we have to go find more allies?
We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week. I think it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already, and will seek to defend her empire first. Perhaps the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
Understandable. Alright, I'll see you in the morning when we go march to our very important final battle.
Good evening, my lord. It is an honor to meet you.
Ah, the bodyguard of Arl Eamon. Guard him well. How are you feeling about the coming battle?
I am not certain. On one hand, I yearn for the capital to be defended. There are so many lives at stake. But it feels as if we are rushing to our doom. Do you truly feel that we have a chance of winning?
For the first time in a long time, yes, I do.
I hope you are right. I will pray for it.
Alright, oh, here we go. You got a couple of elves that have shown up, or dwarves. What's up, guys? Dwarf Commander.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men, or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no. House Claret's feud with House Romald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. I didn't realize you were still up and about.
I wonder if they were arguing about that one guy that I told about, that one guy who was stuck in the Deep Roads. I wonder if maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that. Is there a problem with the Dwarven forces?
Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this Blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the Assembly.
They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar.
Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arsed thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed.
It was our good fortune that you decided to go to Orzammar when you did, Grey Warden. For all that a surfacer needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
I was happy to put Lord Harrowmont on the throne and solve your disputes. Shouldn't you be resting, though, for the coming battle?
Resting? Who can rest after the march we had just getting here? You tall races have it so easy.
That and we're kept up thinking about the coming battle.
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing?
Everything is possible, but I think we're in a really good condition to slay the Archdemon.
I hope you're right. Under the open sky is a terrible place to consider dying, that's for sure.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden, and good fortune on the field of battle.
And back at you, Dwarven Commander. Poochie! Poochie rolls around on his back happily, as always. Ooh, and we've all gathered here. Nobody here seems to have any new information. Yeah. I think it's time to go then.
What's on your mind?
Have you changed your mind about Liliana and myself?
I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. I think she feels she's truly found her place with you. That after all her wanderings, she's finally home.
See, you were wrong about us.
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
Apology accepted.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
I'm glad you've finally come around, Wynne. Glad to have changed your mind.
Enchantment?
I don't know if I can. Yes.
Enchantment!
Enchantment, yes. Nope, no runes. Well, I've talked with everyone here, and very few people had anything interesting to say, so let's go. Rest for battle.
There you are. Let's go see what Riordan has to say.
Okay. Getting our mission briefing?
You're both here. Good. You're new to the Grey Wardens, and you may not have been told how an Archdemon is slain. I need to know if that is so.
You mean there's more to it than just, say, chopping off its head?
So it is true. Duncan had not yet told you. I had simply assumed. Tell me, have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, I had not wondered. I thought necessary might be an exaggeration.
It is no exaggeration, I'm afraid. The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn. But should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead.
What? So I'm gonna become the Archdemon? Yeah, that doesn't sound very healthy.
A Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
Meaning the Grey Warden who kills the Archdemon dies?
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way.
Oh. Well, that's depressing. So it's up to the three of us, the only Grey Wardens here, to kill this thing.
In Blight's past, when the time came, the eldest of the Grey Wardens would decide which amongst them would take that final blow. If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The Blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
I will see you once the army is ready to march, then. I guess this ends soon. One way or another.
That it does, my friend. That it does.
Well, I was not expecting that. Alright, Riordan. Yeah, Riordan says he wants to sacrifice himself, and yeah, I think of the three of us, that makes the most sense. He is the most ill, and the Blight will not spare him much longer, as he said. So, if he does fall before he reaches the Archdemon, though, I'm going to have to sacrifice myself, because Alistair needs to stay alive. It's a shame that I would have to deprive Liliana of my companionship, but we need to have a king in Ferelden.
Do not be alarmed. It is only I.
I am slightly alarmed. Are you all right?
I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your hole.
You mean a loophole?
I know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be.
I have no intention of sacrificing myself. No, I do intend to sacrifice myself if the need comes to it. Alright, you're gonna have to elaborate a little more.
I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice.
Blood magic?
A ritual. Performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night.
It's blood magic, isn't this? Nothing comes without a price. Tell me about it. Yeah, just hold on. Just give me the information. What sort of ritual is this?
It is old magic. From a time before the Circle of Magi was created. Some might call it blood magic, but that is but a name. There is far more to fear in this world than names.
Tell me more.
What I propose is this. Lay with me, here tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
I don't know why the Archdemon would seek out a fetus. This is just a trick, right? You're just jealous of me and Liliana, right? So, you want to have my child?
Think about what I offer you. The chance to avoid death. Or better yet, the chance to slay the Archdemon and live as a hero. No Grey Warden has ever done this. In return, I conceive a child. One who will be born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish.
Oh, this is sounding very sketchy. Yeah, if this has never been done before, how do you know it will work?
This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life.
I'm trying to wrap my head around what you're saying. Are you gonna try and use the child like your mother used you? Alright, tell me more about this Darkspawn child you're gonna have that I conceive with you.
As you wish.
Will the child be evil?
Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that once was, and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things are worth preserving in this world. Make of that what you will.
Didn't really answer my question, unfortunately. What do you intend to do with this child?
I do not wish to tell you.
You're gonna do that thing that Flemeth did to you, right? You are following in Flemeth's footsteps, aren't you? You're gonna conceive this child, you're gonna have this child, you're gonna raise this child, and then you're gonna kill this child and be perpetually immortal, aren't you?
The child will represent freedom. For an ancient power, a chance to be reborn apart from the taint. Is that not reason enough to do it? I will raise the child apart from the rest of society and teach it to respect that from which it came. Beyond that, you need know nothing else.
And after you conceive this child, I'll never see it?
No, you never will. This is all I ask in return for freeing you from the burden the Grey Wardens have placed upon you.
You're gonna kill this child, aren't you?
Ignoring that after but one night it could barely be called a child, no, it will not be hurt. It will be changed.
Wish I could inquire a little bit more. I don't think I got enough information there.
Then you have decided?
I really don't know.
Why? Because of Leliana? Do you truly believe that she would condemn you or any other Grey Warden to death when it could be avoided? Consider the possibility that Riordan may not be there to make the final blow as he plans. What then? Do you run away? Do you let Alistair, the future king of Ferelden, take the blow instead? And what if he does not make it to the Archdemon either? Would you truly choose death rather than lay with me for one night? Would you deny yourself the tomorrows and all its rewards?
That's not my concern. I have no problem laying with you for one night. It's the blood magic ritual where you sacrifice a child fetus thing to be... I suppose it's possible that all three of us will fall before we reach the Archdemon, and there will be no Grey Wardens left to slay it, so having a beacon that it pursues would probably be good as well. This seems like a terrible idea. This seems like an absolutely terrible idea, but... Alright, Morrigan, if you think you can help us against this Archdemon, then yeah, let's do it.
A wise decision. Come to me then. And we shall make this last night together something to remember.
Don't try and be seductive. This is very much practically against my will. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now. Let's conceive a blood mage, or let's use some blood magic to conceive a death child.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn horde is sure to reach the capital before us. And so we must race to Denerim as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostergar.
Holy crap, there are a lot of mages still left alive. I didn't see nearly that many in the circle.
Let us pray that it will be enough.
Oh, there it is. There's the Archdemon. Alright.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. The man you see beside me is an elf, raised to the ranks of the Grey Wardens. And never a more glorious Grey Warden has there been. He has survived despite the odds, and without him, none of us would be here.
You flatter me.
Today, we save Denerim. Today, we avenge the death of my brother King Kaelan. But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden! For the Grey Wardens!
Well, that was quite the speech. Alright, here we're going into battle. We are charging headstrong into the horde of the Deathspawn, and Denerim is not in good shape. Yeah, we're gonna have to carve our way through all of these guys. You know, Riordan, considering that we really need you to perform this final thing, this final ritual to destroy the Archdemon, you probably shouldn't be at the forefront of the army. I'm sure we've got other people who could lead this army. We will carve our way through the Darkspawn forces and take out the Archdemon. This is it. The final battle. Until then, my name is Mike, and this has been Dragon Age Origins. Thank you for joining me.